Alright, so I cleaned up the license plate so the PlastiDip's going to stick to it. Put a little bit of masking tape over the Mercedes-Benz logo so that will not be painted over. And just set it out on a cardboard box. And make sure you shake PlastiDip up. It's actually more important to shake PlastiDip than regular paint because a lot of the rubberizing formula sticks to the bottom of the can. Hard to hold the camera and spray at the same time, but you want to keep it 6 to 8 inches away and just light coat back and forth. Here's our one light coat. As you see, there's still a little bit of white showing there. That's fine. You just want to really light coat, let that sit for about 15 minutes and dry. It's kind of cool out today, so that should do it. Alright, so this is the first stage of my chrome delete here. I took off my license plate because I'm actually PlastiDipping my license plate frame. Taped off all this. My backup camera is actually hidden under here, so I wanted to make sure I didn't spray over that or anything. And see a little spot I missed I'm gonna need to touch up. But so this is, I cleaned this up so the PlastiDip sticks to it, and we're gonna go ahead and delete this chrome strip here. All right, so coat number 1 you want really thin. You want it practically transparent to it creates a chemical bond. Make sure you shake that shit up. All the rubberizing is in the bottom. So as you can see, the first coat's still extremely transparent, and it's supposed to be like that. It's creating a chemical bond. Let that sit for about 15 minutes. We'll come back and hit it with a couple more coats. Alright, it's pretty well dry. We're going to go ahead and slap coat number 2 on her. Okay, coat 2 is drying, and as soon as that's dry, in about 10 to 15 minutes, we'll put our third and final coat on there. Feels pretty dry. We're going to put on coat number 2, which is still going to be pretty transparent. It's just to create that chemical bond, so when you go to peel this PlastiDip off, it'll remove easily. Alright, so as you see, it's still pretty transparent, but that's just to create that chemical bond, so as you lay on the third and fourth coat, it actually sticks. We'll go ahead and hit the wheels with a couple coats of glossifier. Alright, just cleaned up all my wheels with a microfiber to make sure that the glossifier is in the stick. I'm checking for any imperfections or parts of the PlastiDip's peeling up, and if I find any, which I've seen a couple, I'm going to use another coat of my black PlastiDip, let it sit for about 15 minutes to dry, and then hit it with a few coats of the glossifier. Which is this good stuff here, prevents from UV damage, and it's going to give you that glossy shine. Back at it again, going to put coat 3 down of the black PlastiDip, and then also hit coat 2 of the glossifier on the wheels. Make sure you get underneath here too, get that bottom lip. It's a spot that's pretty easily missed. It's coat 3, starting to put it on a little bit thicker. Oh yeah, wow, just that one coat of glossifier, once it dries, you can really tell a difference. It's actually getting much more glossy.
Good step.
Don't worry too much about overspray on the body. It is PlastiDip, so if it's applied too thinly, whenever you wash the car next, it'll just knock the fucking overspray right off. Which is pretty cool. So it looks pretty good after the third coat, but we're gonna slap one more just for sure measure to get a nice thick coat and fill out any gaps we might have. All right guys, you know what time it is, coat 4. Alright guys, final product looks pretty damn good. We could even do another coat or two if you want to, but this is kind of a flat matte finish. If you want gloss, you could use the PlastiDip glossifier product, and that will add a nice shimmering shine to it and also give you some UV protection. So after removing the masking tape, you can see this actually looks really out of place because it's sun faded and the PlastiDip's fresh. So I'll try and either cover that up or do something with that. Alright guys, coat number 5 should be pretty thick now. Alright, depending on how it's looking, this may be our final coat, or we might do one more. Alright, here's the brand new license plate frame. You got these little black caps that go over the screws to give it an all black look. Also cleaned off my license plate to make sure it's nice and clean and bright. I'm show you guys how to get rid of overspray. You just take your finger, you just run it along there, and it'll literally, the overspray will come right off. It's really nice. And this is the actual consistency of the PlastiDip. As you see, I'm peeling off the tape, and that's the actual, that's how you want PlastiDip applied, to where it's enough coats to where it comes off nice and cleanly like that. It's perfect. There's an extreme amount of overspray, which if you're using paint, which would be absolutely terrible, but since it's PlastiDip, you literally just take your fingers, run it across there, and it comes right off. All right, there's the fruits of our labor with the brand new license plate on there and the chrome delete. Looks really good, especially with the blacked out taillights and the debadging.